I'm going to the oldest restaurant in America today, but first I'm going to the second oldest restaurant because I want to test a theory. Are the oldest restaurants in the US better? Like, does age equal flavor? I don't know, it sounds scientific. Also, I'm searching for something extremely important. The secret. These restaurants are over 300 years old, so if any place has a secret menu item or a dish that's been around since like powdered wigs and duels, it's definitely them. I told my girlfriend about the secret, and she instantly said,
Jordan, that's not real.
Which of course means I have to find it now. Also, I made a terrible mistake. I promised I'd give both places a 5-star review no matter what happens. So today's mission is simple. Test the oldest restaurants in America and find the secrets within them. And after listening to Rihanna for 2 hours in the car, we finally made it to the Griswold Inn in Connecticut, the second oldest restaurant in the United States. And a couple of famous people have stayed here, actually. George Washington, Mark Twain, maybe you've heard of those guys before. But before I go in and eat, because I'm starving right now, we should read some reviews. Walter says, non-peril. Had an eggplant parmesan special in the Angus burger. Excellent. Great experience. 5 stars. I actually had to look up what non-peril means, because I had no idea what that meant. Thank you, Walter, for using words I don't know. But I guess not everything's non-peril in rainbows, because Ken had something to say about this place. Ken says, had reservations. We were seated, but waitress never returned. So we left and waited 45 minutes. Ken got stood up. You were abandoned. But let's go in. And off rip, this place feels so old, they're definitely hiding something. The secret, perhaps? Like, they even have muskets on the wall, like, I guess just in case, you know? It's crazy to think that that could actually be sitting in the same seat that George Washington sat in at lunchtime. I don't think so, though. Well, we got some water, so Ken, didn't happen to us. This place is over 300 years old, so let's see if they have the secret. I'm curious, do you have like a secret menu item or something like that? Okay.
I really like the menu here.
Oh, cool, great. What's like the oldest menu item here?
Well, I would say like the most popular is our fish and chips.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do the Pilgrim. But no secret menu item at the second oldest restaurant, which means the first oldest must be hiding something. Guys, check out this cocktail menu from the 1930s. A Manhattan for 25 cents? That's not a drink menu, that's a straight up time machine. They even have a letter from July 4th, 1775. It was written in Doctor, so I couldn't read it. That is amazing. I wonder how many duels and like brawls went down here. Yeah, put them up, huh? And this whole town, as a matter of fact, looks really old. Should have arrived by horse carriage with powdered wigs. Apparently the Pilgrim's a sandwich, so I think I'm blind or I just hate reading. Now it's time to answer the age-old question. Are older restaurants better? Oh, 300 years of experience here. That is delicious. I've never had a Pilgrim sandwich before, but that was Thanksgiving in the bun. Guys, no wonder why George Washington ate here. Reasonably priced, by the way, but I was hoping it'd be like 10 cents. Nothing's 10 cents anymore. I'm pretty sure I just ate food older than half the country, but I think it's time I've earned my mandatory 5-star review now. After a 2-hour car ride of listening to Rihanna, walking into this place was a breath of very old air. The Griswold Inn is so historic and cozy, it genuinely feels like Ben Franklin might stroll in and ask to borrow a fork. I tried asking our waitress if they have a secret menu item, and she hit me with, I really like the menu here, which is the politest way to dodge a question I've ever seen. So I asked for the oldest thing and landed on the Pilgrim. Basically Thanksgiving in sandwich form, and it slapped. Hard. Historic, quirky, delicious, and Ken, if you're reading this, healing is possible. Wink. And now I suppose it's time to find the secret at the oldest restaurant in America called the White Horse Tavern. Our reservation wasn't for another hour, so we stopped for hot chocolate. After another hour of Rihanna, we finally made it to the White Horse Tavern, the oldest restaurant in America. Guys, this place is so old, it opened in 1673. That's like older than my great
2 hours later.
great-great-grandfather. Now let's check some reviews of the White Horse Tavern. Joey says, how often do you get to visit the oldest tavern in the US? The food was also amazing. I enjoyed enjoyed the swordfish with asparagus and whipped potatoes. For dessert, the strawberry rhubarb bread pudding with caramel molasses sauce. Yum. That is very descriptive of the dessert. I might have to get that now. He gave it 5 stars. Thank you, Joey. However, Brad doesn't feel the same way. They say dogs are okay. They aren't open for dogs. Your call. Hostess was not into accommodating, though we specifically made a reservation because of dogs. 1 out of 5. Why do I feel like this is in the perspective of a dog? Was this review written by you, Spike? Poor little doggo just wanted some table snacks. However, it is time to investigate the secret that this place is definitely holding. Guys, this place is way fancier than I thought it would be. For a tavern, this looks like I'm about to be interviewed by Ben Franklin himself. Like, guys, look at this encyclopedia of wines. I'm sorry, Brad, but this place doesn't exactly look dog-friendly. We had to get up a spiral staircase to get to our table here. I know the boy just wants something to eat. Now, I feel like I'm expecting somebody to challenge me to a duel in here as well. I think they have something old here. This is the oldest restaurant in America, right? Do you have any secret items on this list that have been around for 100 years?
So actually not that secret. So Beef Wellington has been the venue for 75 years.
75 years.
So it's like a destination meal for many people.
Oh, okay, beautiful. So, I'm gonna get the beef Wellington. Yeah, I cooked a beef Wellington before. I tried to, anyway. Look at how delicious that looks.
So now we can compare.
Yeah, it was very hard. But that's crazy, so they do have an ancient item. You know, it's maybe not a secret. Time to beef this Wellington. One more time. Okay, guys, I'm leaving it up to you to decide whose beef Wellington looks better. Mine or the oldest restaurant in America? Okay, first impressions of a beef Wellington. Ready? Let's go. Wow, that is so good. They really got the XP here. 352 years. That is just fantastic. Joey recommended the seasonal bread pudding. I trust you, Joey. I don't know why. I just feel this connection with you, so I had to get it. Okay, Joey, let's see what you're talking about. In Joey we trust. I agree. Electric. My last video was about food too. I'm gonna be so fat. I think I can't make any more eating videos right now. So the beef Wellington and the bread pudding were just dashing. I don't even know if people say that anymore. However, it's time for my 5-star review. Walked into the oldest restaurant in America after reading one guy's novel about their bread pudding. Shout out Joey. And another guy giving it 1 star because they don't allow dogs. It's a fancy 350-year-old tavern. Brad, respectfully, I get it. I asked the waiter if they had a secret menu item and he said no, but they do have a beef Wellington that's been on the menu for 75 years. As someone who recently attempted a beef Wellington myself, unfortunately this was humbling. I ended up getting the bread pudding thanks to Joey's passionate review, and yeah, he didn't lie. Unreal, amazing food, and I should probably stop making videos about eating because I am absolutely going to get fat. So I didn't get to find the secret today, which means my girlfriend was right, but I also learned something very important today. Older food do be hitting different. We were both technically right, but mostly me.
Hey!